Testing. Testing 1, 2, 3. How is my audio? Testing 1, 2, 3. How is my audio? I think that sounds pretty alright. How is my audio? Okay, I think that sounds pretty alright. Okay, I'm gonna work with this. This is new. This is not perfect. It is what it is, and I'm okay with it. And somehow my stream's not showing, so that's kind of cool too. Oh, because it's my face. Right. Cool. Anyways, this has been so long in my morning. I'm just gonna get to my trading stuff and then let's see what I'll figure out the content stuff afterwards. All right, let's get into it. I'm just looking at the market news for the week, what's happening. Nothing for Monday, it's quite calm. Tuesday, we got JPY bank holiday, so markets might be a little slow on Tuesday. Maybe just choppiness. Euro PMIs, pound PMIs, dollar PMIs. Kind of interesting. Wednesday, Powell speaking. We got Aussie inflation reports, CPI reports on Wednesday, and they're expected to be lowered. That might lower interest rates. Doesn't look too good for, ah, my bad actually, 2.9 to 2.8, higher inflation rates. That might be good for Aussie. Thursday, Frank, nothing much there. Policy rates, US dollar Fed, and unemployment claims on Thursday. Not too much happening this week in terms of news. Friday, pound, and not much. Not much is happening. Now, if I can just open my chart up. What's happening on SPY? Quite bullish. US equities are relatively bullish here. Very bullish equities. My goodness. I just keep going higher. What's the Qs up to? Same story. Quite risk on overall. And bonds. Yeah, bonds are playing a little bit. They're on the downside. I think it's to do with the inflation numbers in the US. What's happening on the wicks? Relatively low on the wicks. Nothing much exciting. I expect the markets to be just kind of easy going. I just gotta make sure if you can see my screen. Yeah, my screen is fine. Everything is working. All right. What's happening on the crypto side? A bit of a bloodbath. Nothing really happening on the cryptos. Nothing's happening. It's just distributing. What's happening on Bitcoin? Again, nothing, just distribution. I'm looking at the daily chart. XRP, same story. Across the board with the cryptos, it's just the same story. Solana is just outperforming quite a bit. But this is Solana market cap, it's not the actual thing. So What's happening with gold? Oof, gold, 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 gold. Them all-time highs. Them all-time highs. Very bullish on gold. Well, again, the question is, does it have any more juice left to keep going higher? I'm just kind of looking at this level here. It is at all-time highs, so unprecedented territory. Anything can happen. Let me see what I see. What is gold playing at? I mean, the 7-0 level is quite key here. 7-0 level is quite key. I don't really want to touch gold at the moment. I don't want to short it, and neither do I want to really go long on this just yet. The longs do look good though. Oh, maybe something like this. Oops. Something like this perhaps. Or, you know, if gold can kind of come back down here, something, do something, 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 something here, and then that. I don't mind catching something here or catching something here. That's a potential possibility. What's oil up to? Oil. With so much sleep debt, honestly. I'm recovering from last week's sleep debt. I worked way too much last week. Oh, it's just choppy, choppy. Nothing really happening here. What's this? What is this? There's just nothing really. This whole area is just quite desupplied too. Potentially all lower, lower oil. I could see that happening. Yeah, these levels are quite tricky here. Either I want to see oil maybe, come up here a little bit, get some shorts down. Down probably to this area. Or I want to see some sort of a break here, kind of some retest, and then let's go. Let's go lower. Probably to these levels down here. These levels here are interesting, so probably down here somewhere. What's next? We have silver. What is silver? Oof, silver is just crushing. Look at that. Look at him go. Silver is even outperforming gold, honestly. This is looking far better. But where do we buy? This is an interesting one. Where do we buy? Maybe somewhere on the 4 hour. What am I seeing? I'm seeing this area here. What else? This one's broken, so potentially these areas here. This whole area. Maybe something like this. That's possible. And this does give a little bit of a pullback. I'm just gonna watch this from the sidelines. Yeah, yucky. Don't even want to look at this. After a big fall, just making its way, nothing here again. But you know what? Copper potentially has some potential plays because this is a supply region right here. So I'm thinking this is potentially an interesting area to look at. Something Let me look at it from the 4 hour here. It's an interesting area. 4 hours giving some interesting places here. This looks interesting. Potentially that could be possible here. Maybe a move like this, but the stop's really got to be wide. That's a percent move on the stop. Targets have to be back down here. Targets are going to be down here. So from this point of view, targets down here. We're bringing this back. That's not bad. It's fair play. Fair play for copper. I don't mind putting this in the watch list. See what's up here. Palladium. Palladium is chilling. Not much happening on Palladium. Yeah, I'm not really interested. All right, what's happening with Euro Pound? Not interested, although we are in a supply area. Can I shrink this a little bit longer? Yep, I can. Good. All right, overall with Euro Pound supplies, I'd rather look for sells here. I don't want to be buying this at all unless this can break out of this, do this, something like that. I need to see this kind of thing buying over here. Besides that, there's no buying. This is just a selling territory. So this could be interesting if I play it on the sell side. Where do we sell though? That's the interesting question. Supply is probably here-ish. So maybe if price can come back up here, what would I target though? What would the target be? Uh, oh, you know, a bit of a conservative target, I suppose. This could be some fair play. Maybe something like that. Where's the stop gonna be? Stop probably goes above this. Yeah, that's just not good enough. I'm just not interested. That's 2.4 hour. I'm not interested. Yeah, ugly Euro Swiss franc, nothing to it. Aussie dollar with what was it? What was the rates? The rates are going was it going higher? Yeah. So this is being priced in already. The Aussie dollar rate hikes being priced in. So we're probably looking at some shorting opportunities probably. What's happening on the daily? Weekly is just, I mean, 4 hours just on a tear right now, but on the daily with Aussie and ZD, it just feels like Aussie and ZD's pricing in the CPI report it's going to have, which tells me that there might be a good shorting opportunity in the coming few days. Probably around here. That seems like a pretty good supply right here. Yeah, I'm just going to watch this. I think the play would be to just kind of see this go up there and then I want to play it short. That's the play for me. And if I'm looking at it from this angle, still relatively strong, although it seems to be weakening. How much higher does it have to go? Up here? Let me bring this to up here. And in this sense, one more push up. I'll take I'll take 400. Stop loss maybe above this. Targets all the way back down here. Ah, this one's a good one. I like this. This one looks good. I'm gonna put this in the watch list as well. All right, what we have on the franc? What do we have on the franc? Let me just remove all these from last week. What is going on with franc? Dollar franc. It's made a new low. We keep going lower and lower. But is this a V shape? Is this a V recovery? This looks very V-like. I don't want to be selling this at all. This is like a V shape. Interesting. What levels do we have? It's broken above, still long. I'd be curious to see what price does around this level. This level is curious. Also have the zero point 0.8 level here. That's a curious level. I wonder what that does. What's the game on this? Is there any game on this? Initial target. I don't want to play this. I'm not interested. Alright, this one's from last week's markup. Still going. I think we can still hold this. This up didn't really play out exactly the way I wanted it, but still stands. I still need this supply up here. Yeah, I'm gonna keep playing that. The setup looks okay to me. I'm gonna keep playing with that. Stops. Hmm. This one can be pretty tight. This is interesting. This could be a nice setup right here. This one goes in the watch list as well. Not interested. New franc. Absolute demand supply here. We're in some major demand levels. But where are we gonna buy to? Probably these areas right here look hefty with sellers or buyers. Probably these areas. Buying right now doesn't look too bad. Stop down here. Ah, it's just not good enough. This is just, I'm gonna keep this here, but this is not good enough for me. I need at least like a 3R minimum. Oh, this looks nice on the bullish side. Again, though, question is, Aussie, is it being priced in? Is is Aussie's bullishness already priced in? The expected bullishness from the news report? That's the question. This is some beautiful demand areas. I'd be curious to see what this does. Overall, very bullish. Very bullish. Playing at the point 0.5 level as well. What's the 4-hour up to? These areas of demand right here. Interesting. This is interesting. This is far more interesting than New Zealand CAD. If I go long here, potential stops down there. Nah, this time, if this is going, this is probably going higher. I don't see this stopping here. That's a new high. Pull back. If this goes probably to these levels up here. Yep, that's where we're taking this. So this one's probably to a point 0.5 level up here. A 1.85% move in a week. I don't know if that happens in a week. Maybe 2 weeks. I could give it 2 weeks. 3.9R. I don't mind that. That's pretty decent. That's a hefty move though. Aussie goes into the watch list as well. Keep these away. Dollar yen, absolute garbage. Franc, yen is cool. But then if I'm playing franc, yen, Aussie franc, we're playing franc on the short side here. Although I'm not too sure. This is iffy. Frank yen on the upside. What will this be? Frank yen on the upside. I mean, based on what I'm setting it up for, it is exactly my entry. I should take this as well. I really should. Yeah, I should take this. Fuck my fears. I'll keep that on the watch list. And we got setups from last week here. What's happening here? Uninterested. I was going to clear this up, but I am uninterested. Wait, hold on. I think I took a loss here last week, or didn't I? Let me just take a screenshot of this. Yen. Not really interested. Swiss franc is the strongest. The euro is pretty good too. Euro is pretty good. Euro and franc are pretty good. New Zealand, not interested. What's happening here? Aussie is an interesting one. I think the move could be on Aussie this week, the way it's playing. This one's kind of shaping up for a bit of a bullish move here. This demand area here looks interesting. Yeah, the bullishness on this looks interesting. Although for longs, I'm gonna stick with Frank longs. There's just too much supply overhead. I'm gonna stick with Frank longs. Pound has been pretty good to me these few weeks. Again, though, interesting what's gonna happen here. Maybe another buying? Pound? Again? Is Pound gonna buy one more time? Potential buying, actually. Pound could be interesting. Where are the demand areas for you, Pound? Where are you buying? Probably exactly where we are is a pretty good buying area. Where else? Maybe down here? Um, Interesting. This area here. Okay, I want to see what Pound does. I don't want to buy this right now. Probably into tomorrow, see what's up. Maybe if Pound plays around here, could be a long tomorrow, maybe. And this could buy all the way to up here again. Or this just trickles down more and then buying back up here, which would be a far better trade. This would be so much nicer. Okay, pound dollar. You're going into the watch list. Euro's interesting. Wow, all these at highs right now. Euro's a bit interesting as well. Although I am not looking too interested in this. What's this? Did I take this trade? I probably didn't take this trade. Yeah, I did not. Although this was an idea. Um, yeah, I just want to keep this just for screenshot sake. I'm gonna take a screenshot of this before clearing everything. All right, New Zealand. What is up with you, New Zealand? Still the same demand areas. What's happening here? Back into the demand. Interesting. I wonder if this slows down here. Straight up demand zone right here. I'll wait though. I'm in no hurry. I think if this tomorrow's candle can kind of close inside this, then I might. Although, you know what? The way this is playing, the way this is playing, I don't want to long this. Give me something short. I'll take this any day. I think the downside potential with this one is so much higher. Whoops. Yeah, I'm just gonna wait for this. Pop, pop, pop. Go down. Pop, pop. That's the move. That's the move I'm looking for. This one has a move to go. Holy, this one has gotta go. I like this. If I can get this on the short side, this one can be a really nice move. What's holding it? Nothing really. Probably these areas here, the initial. Probably this. Yeah, I'm okay with this. Something like that. Yeah. I'll put this in the watch list as well. Eh, Aussie. Uninterested. Euro. Aussie is a tricky one right now. Uninteresting. Uninteresting. Euro NZD, all-time highs. I mean, this is a heavy supply. Yes, it's broken above, but does it really have the juice? Uninterested. This one was interesting too. Let me take a screenshot of this one. This was in NFP news. Let me just text that. NFP news. Also, entry was too early. Entry was clean, but TP too wide. I'll keep that here. Just take a screenshot, just for screenshot sake. Clean this up. Dollar strong, huh? Compared to dollar seems bullish. Demand areas. Oh, this is looking nice for them buys, honestly. This is looking clean on the buy side. Me likey. I like this. Although, I don't know how far it goes yet. This one's got a lot of overhead supply. If I buy this right now, how much wiggle room does it? Yeah, uninteresting. Not enough run. Pound CAD. This is honestly a confusion. What am I seeing here? This could be interesting on the bullish side. And this has way to run too. Pound CAD back to the highs. That can be very interesting. This can be interesting. Where'd my stop be though? Maybe buying somewhere down here, stop below this. This could be a really nice trade. I don't mind this one. This one's not worked out, although I'm gonna take a screenshot for screenshot's sake. Ugh. I wonder if the roles are reversing and we're going lower, or we probably revisit this one more time, because that's what it's looking like right now. Probably a visitation of this one more time. Now we're below supplies anyways. Price probably goes up here somewhere and then lower. But ideally I want to get the longs from here. The long from here is pretty cool to me. I'd probably look at a setup like this. Ooh, that could be a nice setup. 8 to 1 RR. Oof, I'll take it. I'll take that any day. What's the potential short side opportunities on this? That's not bad either, actually. This could be interesting. I'm gonna have to watch this. I'll put this in the watch list. New Zealand again at the demands. But the way it's playing, dude, is just very bearish. If this can break lower, I want to see this go lower. Yes, it is at a demand, but let me see what it kind of does. Something like that might be interesting. Down to these levels here. That could be interesting. Aussie CAD, uninterested for the moment. Yeah, just uninterested. I'd rather see something closer to the 50 MA on the daily. And we're almost done. Nice. Yo, 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 this is looking clean. Pound Aussie to the downside. Setup from last week down there. I don't mind this. This looks good. Stop somewhere up here. Targets down here. Yep, that's fitting. This one's looking good. I don't mind this one. And we're supplies up here with pound and ZD. Uninterested. All right. We got a bunch in the watch list. Copper, not really gonna do much with copper here. We have a lot in the watch list. This one's got some time to it. This one has some time. This one also has some time. I'm liking this Aussie franc to the upside. Yeah, give me Aussie franc to the upside. I'll put that. Give me Oh, Aussie franc to the upside and franc yen to the downside. Yeah, I'm not gonna go long on franc yen. This one probably plays out something like that, maybe even. I might go short on franc yen. Not now though. Uninterested with pound dollar right now. Not yet ready. Not yet ready. This one's interesting though. This one's very interesting. Euro CAD I might want to play. And then pound Aussie. Yep. This looks pretty good to me. The question though is, can I get a better entry? Maybe put a limit order. This might keep playing for today like this. All right, what I'm gonna do is I'm probably gonna put a limit order. Stops. Stop seems fine. Yeah, I'll take this. All right, few chosen ones. Aussie franc to the upside. A 1.85% move. Sheesh. Can it move that much? Probably can. Euro CAD to the downside. It might never trigger me, honestly, with this. Maybe give it a little less. This is still enough. Might play this. This one's a good play, I think. And then pound Aussie. This one's been set up from last week. Been wanting to trade it. So yeah, I'm just gonna take this as well. All right, that's about it. Great. I have today's trades. I'm gonna place these three trades. This one, and this one. Position sizing 0.5, 0.5% position size per position. And that's pretty good. All right, that's it for today's market analysis for me. And thank you so much. See ya. Back to just chatting. See you guys. Thank you for tuning in. This is for me more so than for you because I get to keep my own track record for my own trades. So this is more for me. And yeah, that's about it. Let me use the cool ending stream stuff. Boom.